providing medically supportive food and nutrition to low-income families. That's the goal of a new bill that's making its way through the state capitol. And joining us to talk more about this bill and its importance is Spur Director Katie Ettman. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Happy to be here.
Of course, medicine comes in a lot of forms, but food medicine. Tell us a little bit about what that means.
Yeah, certainly. So we know, based on a ton of research, that food can help prevent, reverse, and treat chronic disease. And so we need to get it to people in order for that to actually happen. And lots of low-income Californians don't have access to it. They don't have the economic means to get it themselves.
So how does this bill take effect?
Yeah, so AB 1644, which is authored by Assemblymember Bonta, would make medically supportive food nutrition, which is a spectrum of food-based interventions, available to all Medi-Cal recipients, so low-income Californians, who are eligible based on their diet-sensitive condition.
But like you and I were talking, when you say low income, I mean, that's our neighbors. I mean, that's a big number across the state.
Yeah. I have to say, continues to blow my mind that 1 in 3 Californians are on Medi-Cal, so health insurance for low-income folks. So this is your neighbor, this is someone that lives in the city, this is someone that lives in a rural part of California. This is not a problem that just affects a really small portion of the population, but actually a really vast swath of individuals.
Okay, so some folks are going to look at this and say, well, what's the cost? What's this going to cost Californians?
Yeah, and I have to say, this is one of my favorite things about working through the safety net. So Medi-Cal is paid for in part by the federal government, somewhere around 60-ish%, and then only about 40 of that falls to the state to cover. And then what we actually know is that providing fruits and vegetables and healthy foods can actually save us costs in the long term. So there are some studies that talk about over $100 billion in savings nationally if we subsidized fruits and vegetables for low-income folks on Medicaid and Medicare. So in the short term, you might need to pay for some fruits and vegetables, but in the long term, we can save a lot of money.
That's very true. Okay, so concerns out there, I'm sure another one is, what about the food bank stockpiles and the ability to support this type of legislation? Are you hearing any other concerns in that regard?
Yeah, so that's the other thing that really changes the game for these different organizations. Yeah. So right now, to your point, food banks, food pantries, they're doing pretty much all of that with philanthropic funding. That runs out, it's not high enough, we don't have enough food. And the idea of bringing this into Medi-Cal is these are medical interventions, and then we will pay the providers of the food for the food. They will have more economic means as an organization to actually get it to the people. And so it actually makes it much easier to provide it to the people that need it.
And again, the people who need it, these are folks who also might have specific dietary needs.
Exactly. So we often think about, say, a patient with gestational diabetes. So pregnant, you go into your doctor and they say, hey, you know, you've got gestational diabetes. What would it look like if instead of your doctor saying like, oh, eat healthier, because that's super easy, obviously, they said, hey, I'm actually going to get you a produce prescription. So you can go out to your local grocery store or farmer's market and buy your own free fruits and vegetables so that you can treat that gestational diabetes. And there's actually a study that shows about a 37% reduction in the chances of preterm birth when you provide a produce prescription to a patient with gestational diabetes.
A produce prescription, that sounds just fascinating.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll get you out on this. If this passes, when could it launch?
Yeah, so we have built out a pretty long runway here. We're looking for passage this year, about a year of guidance to make sure that we know what's happening on the ground, and then we will be launching about 6 months before a current pilot of this ends, come 2026.
Where can folks go for more information?
They can go to spur.org and learn all about medically supportive food nutrition.
All right, Katie, thank you so much for your time today.
Thanks, appreciate it.